What is up, Night City? Do you ever feel inadequate? Did your wife leave you for a newer, bigger model? Well, have I got the solution for you. Wait, huh? Is this an ad for penis enlargement nanogel? I didn't sign up for this. Have you ever had an itch on your balls that you just couldn't get rid of, no matter how much you scratched or rubbed? Too much information? Sorry. Well, that's been me with RPGs recently. So I just went back to the old tried and true, Cyberpunk. For no reason in particular, really, I swear. I miss my wives. But for some reason, my wives don't like it when I mow down hordes of mercs using my LMG. So to appease my wives, this playthrough, I'll only be using quick hacks. These are humane quick hacks. They put the enemy to sleep, make them dream of cotton candy, puppies, and... Of course, we're playing on very hard, cause mama ain't raised no and we're going with the Corpo start, cause as far as I'm aware, it's the only start where they don't force you to kill anyone. He's alive. I don't need to explain this, but I tried to make V. Like from the movie, never mind. Let me give you a quick rundown for those of you that have never done the Corpo start. You throw up after you ate some bad seafood, and then your boss gives you a fat wad of eddies and says, hey, can you invest this in Bitcoin? You say, sure. But instead, you put it all into Hawk Tuah coin, get scammed for your life savings, and get fired.
I'm really sorry, but I have to let you go. And it's purely budgetary. It's not personal.
I'm gonna kill myself!
Our good pal Jackie, he tries cheering us up after we've lost everything. Our money, our job. But we pass out mid-conversation, presumably from the bad seafood. So with nothing to our name, we team up with Jackie and turn to a life of crime. We do whatever it takes to make ends meet, to make some eddies. We steal, we kill, and we save people, I guess. We've been hired by this old lady to find a not so old lady. And usually this mission is pretty simple, You take out the thugs inside, pull the naked lady out the tub, throw her to the trauma team, who in turn shoot you with a taser. But of course, I'm a masochist, so this mission took me half an hour to complete due to me having to go to downloadmoreram.com after every kill, and the fact that Jackie seems to have brought Nerf guns to the job. Jackie, I swear to God, if you accidentally loaded blanks into your gun again, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Alright, this is getting old, Jackie. Can you do something?
Guess where I'm at?
Me. But no matter how hard Jackie tries to throw the mission, we succeed. We save the girl, get tased, and return to our car. Jackie, I told you I should have drove.
Fucking drive, Jackie.
God it. It's okay. I knew this was coming. So for this part, I devised a plan to tactfully and swiftly annihilate. Well, after a whole day of dealing with Jackie dying over and over again, I'm tired. So I go to sleep, hoping I never have to see him again.
They both, because you usually forget.
But it seems he has got us a job with the so-called
Fat-ass black Jesus of the afterlife.
and we got a meeting with him soon. But we're gonna need some upgrades. So we hit up our man Vic and get 21k worth of cyberware for free just by telling the idiot that we'll pay him back.
Stupid!
It's time for a meeting with the fat black Jesus, and this dude likes to yap. A lot. The short of it is, he got scammed out of this spider robot thing, and now it's on us to get it back. But the thing is, we're broke. So we hit up Sugar Mommy Meredith, and she gives us some cred chips to buy the robot thing back. Before we know it, we pull up to the Maelstrom hideout with only the cred chip in our back pocket and absolutely nothing else. Because we don't use guns. Hopefully this goes smoothly. Jackie, my man, you ready for this? Ew, what the f are you? So we start chatting with Dum Dum. No, really, that's his name. And one thing leads to another, and yeah, things don't go smoothly. Guys, I swear, this gotta be some kind of misunderstanding. We could talk this out, right? No need to shoot with the guns and things, right?
You cunt!
Alright, man, that was just uncalled for. Really? Now that the deal's been botched, we grab the bot and we start walking our way out. But for some reason they won't let us leave. Weird, right? So my gameplay pretty much looks like this for the next 30 minutes. Hack a camera, overheat, swap camera, overheat, and you repeat until the whole room's dead. You know, but sometimes there's little sparks of happiness, little sparks of joy that make it all worth it. Huh, I wonder why this microwave is beeping. I should go check it out.
Got him!
Shut up. Old memes are so much better than new memes. Am I a boomer? And look who's finally waiting for us when we do escape.
You know, I like the way you operate.
And now it's time for the big league job, what me and Jackie have been working this whole time for. So we head up to the afterlife and meet with the gang to go over the deets. And like always, the plan seems good enough. We'll go into Arasaka Tower disguised as arms dealers, head up to our room where we'll use the spider bot to get access to their security. Once that's done, we hop in the elevator and ride straight to the penthouse and the f***ing payday. But you know how this goes. It never f***ing works out. This dude with major daddy issues had to go and ruin it. Hey, but at least we still got the Bioshard. We can probably get paid pretty good for that, right? God damn it. Surely nothing else bad happens, right? Yay. Our favorite thing, car chases. This part actually proved to be pretty challenging, and it took me a while, as much as I hate to admit it. The reason it's hard is because if you don't kill all 3 of these drones before the car makes it to a certain point in the road, you just die. And I physically just didn't have enough RAM to kill them in time. But that was before I found out that one of the robots just crashes every single time, no matter what. So no need to waste my RAM on that guy. I just focus on the other 2. I wasted an hour for nothing.
Last time on Dragon Ball.
Surely nothing else bad happens, right?
See you in the next.
So let's get things straight. 1. Our best friend is dead. 2. Dex just shot us in the head and dumped us in the landfill beside Night City's discarded blow-up dolls. And 3. We got robo-domestic Osama bin Laden stuck in our head.
We're good to blow.
We awake after our new friend Takamura drug our cold dead corpse out of the landfill and are greeted with said domestic terrorist Johnny Silverhand, and he proceeds to bang our head into the window? I don't know, dude's f***ing out of it. But now, since we're done with Cyberpunk's 4-hour tutorial that is Act 1, it's time to really play the game. So, we had to get fitted with some new chrome and meet Jackie's less cool, more grumpier replacement. He tells us that Arasaka can help us with our terrorist problem, and all we need to do is be a witness to the old man's murder. I don't know, maybe this Takamura guy ain't so bad after all. After talking with Takamura, I decide to track down Evelyn, the one that hired us to do this job. Maybe she knows more about the bio chip in our brain. Or maybe we can find out who hired her to hire the fixer, to hire us. What the f***? But after a short meeting with Judy, beating up a couple Andrew Tate wannabes, and going to a porno dealer, we find out that Evelyn has been kidnapped, and where she's being held. And of course, it's up to us to go save her. Because, you know, who else in Night City is gonna do it? The police.
Pop and pop all.
Oh, am I holding up traffic? My bad. Me and Judy pull up to the warehouse where Evelyn's being held, and there's a lot of people, and she's f***ing worthless. I don't even think she's shot a gun before, so it's just gonna be a lot of camera swapping and quick hacking for a while.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So we finally end up finding Evelyn, and I think I might have f***ed up and jacked her out a little too early, cause
Express her undying gratitude to you for saving her.
Anyways, we receive a call from Takamura and he wants to meet at the Japantown docks to go over his new plan. It involves the upcoming parade and using it as cover to speak with Hanako Arasaka, you know, the daughter of the old man that was murdered, and convince her that her brother was the murderer, not Takamura. Did I forget to mention that? Yeah, Takamura is wanted for the murder of the most important man in Night City. God, what kind of company do we keep? Before the parade, we need to get prepared. Takamura has a long and boring plan. I won't bore you with the details, but for right now, we need to break into an Arasaka warehouse and hack their parade float. And with that done, it's time for the parade. First things first, there are 3 snipers watching over the parade that we need to get rid of.
Took out the one closer.
Now you must leap to the balcony by the green arrow.
Fuck! Holy shit. Scared the fuck out of me. The snipers were really no trouble to take out. At this point in the game, I already have the overclock skill, which lets me use quick hacks even when I'm out of RAM at the cost of my own health, and a combination of cyberware that automatically heals me when I get low. Of course, there's one more problem that Takamura failed to mention, the Arasaka Netrunner. And again, it's on us.
Not in a while. Time for a break.
Takamura, who the fuck is that? My fight with Oda was probably the most challenging and badass part of the whole playthrough. Nah, I'm just kidding. The dude got stuck midair and I just fried him.
So go ahead and play. Just don't forget, the game is fixed.
Well, that was easier than I thought it was gonna be. With Oda taken out, we can jack into the Netrunner system and watch while Takamura makes contact with Hanako and tries to convince her. No, wait, what the f is he doing? The madman just kidnapped her.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
After escaping the parade ground, we get yet another call from our kidnapper friend, telling us he's taken his hostage to his hideout, which is actually just code for the shithole he's been living in. At least now, we finally get to explain to her what really happened, but it seems like she couldn't care less. But before we could even finish, Arasaka soldiers blow through our wall like overgrown kids at the Costco trying to get the new Pokemon set. We escape the crumbling building, leaving Takamura for dead behind us, but lose consciousness just on our way out. Johnny takes over, probably blows up a couple buildings, and when we come to, we're in a cheap motel with a shotgun in our mouth. Very rocker of you, Johnny. Before we can finish what Johnny started, there's a knock at the door. And of course we answer, asking no questions. I mean, it's not like we're in a shady motel or anything. Luckily, it's just a meat bag for Hanako to talk to us through. Seems like she's had a change of heart, and now wants us to come forward to the Arasaka board about what we saw, and help her take out her brother. In return, she'll remove the psycho-terrorist from her head. You know what? Sounds like a good enough deal to me. So we head to meet her in person. Aw, not again. This time, Johnny drags our corpse to Victor, and he pretty much tells us to off ourselves. So we do. Just kidding. We pop some SSRI so the voices will stop, and call Hanako to accept the deal. And while we're waiting for our Arasaka driver, the weird crystal girl that my mother warned me about wants to give us a tarot card reading. And basically, we're
The devil.
Well, no shit.
Our driver arrives to take us to Hanako, who is being held prisoner in a mansion. Fucking rich people. And she needs us to break her out so we can head to the board meeting where we're gonna expose her brother. Hey, don't worry, man, I got this.
Havanathy? The woman who committed suicide 2 days ago.
Yo, can we leave? How was I supposed to know she offed herself? That's fine, I guess. So we take out the goons around the mansion and the big ATST and head to see Hanako. We hop in an AV, drink some champagne, and arrive at the board meeting, where she proceeds to resurrect her dead f***ing father to shit on the rest of the board. Okay, but it seems her brother has other plans. Like killing everyone. But it's okay, we escape after humanely dispatching 133 corpo mercs and... oh... Coming up to the Atom Smasher fight, I knew my little process of cyberware malfunction, contagion, and overheat just wasn't gonna cut it. And by I knew, I mean I found out, over the course of many deaths. So I ended up crafting a tier 3 synapse burnout and upgrading my cyberware malfunction to tier 3. Basically, my new plan was to stack 3 cyberware malfunctions using all my RAM, then synapse burnout, which damage scales with how much RAM I've spent, and from there, the boss was a cakewalk.
One eternity later.
Atom Smasher. Finally. Done and gone.
So we finally arrive at the room where the guy with massive daddy issues is held up, and for some reason he's wearing a peacock dress? I don't know what the f it is. And it turns out on top of having daddy issues, he has a sister complex? Dude's more f***ed up than me. Finally. Mission complete. Hanako will take out her brother and assume her position as head of the Arasaka Corp, and we'll get this biochip out our brain. She resurrected the old man. For real this time. Damn, Johnny. I might have up. Well, at least I'm healthy now.
And sadly, it's lethal.
So you're telling me I'm gonna die?